Elon Musk, hailed for changing the way we drive, celebrated for sending rockets toward the stars.
Watching the power grab and illegality going on in Washington, it's easy to feel helpless, like there's nothing you can do.
Is using his power to do something unthinkable. He's slashing funding for life-saving medicine and science, shutting down cancer and Alzheimer's research, solutions for childhood diseases.
The penalties for violation are civil and criminal. Elon Musk and his tech bros are not above the law, and a corrupt president has no ability to pardon state crimes.
Ever wonder what it takes to make Trump blow his top? The Lincoln Project just found out, and it's absolutely priceless. From Donnie Diapers to Commander-in-Chief, these new parody ads are hitting Trump where it hurts, right in his ego, ready to see the orange turd melt down. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture this. The orange turd himself, sitting in the White House at 3 a.m., his tiny fingers furiously tapping away at his phone. What's got him so worked up? Is it a national emergency? Nope, it's some internet videos. That's right, folks. The Lincoln Project's parody ads have got Trump throwing a full-blown digital tantrum. Now, we all know Trump likes to play tough guy on TV. He's got that whole "you're fired" shtick, right? But these Lincoln Project folks have found his kryptonite, making fun of him. And boy, does he hate it. It's like watching a toddler who just found out broccoli exists. As more of these ads drop, Trump's tweets are getting crazier and crazier. It's like he's playing Twitter Mad Libs, but every word is either fake news or witch hunt. You'd think the President of the United States would have better things to do than rage tweet about some YouTube videos.
You know, the White House is more than just a building. It's more than 18 acres of land in Washington, D.C.
It's the place where Americans look for leadership when the night is at its darkest and when the dawn breaks brightest.
It's a commitment to the Republic and to our sacred Constitution.
Unemployment is 98% under Joe Biden.
Best debate prep since Lincoln.
And a loaf of gasoline is $84 a pound.
What about schools, sir?
Let them eat bootstraps, okay?
But nope, here we are. The best part, Trump's meltdown is actually proving the Lincoln Project's point. They're saying he's thin-skinned and easily rattled, and what does he do? He gets thin-skinned and easily rattled. It's like he's following a how to be a snowflake manual to the letter. But what's in these ads that's got Trump's toupee in such a twist? Well, they're not pulling any punches. One ad calls him Comrade Trump and suggests he's Putin's puppet. Another one mocks his wall that Mexico was supposed to pay for. There's even one that pokes fun at his infamous physical exam results. No wonder he's losing it. And let's not forget the time Trump tweeted, a group of rhino Republicans who failed badly 12 years ago, then again 8 years ago, and then got badly beaten by me, a political first-timer 4 years ago, have copied, no imagination, the concept of an ad from Ronald Reagan, Morning in America, doing everything possible to get even for all of their many failures. Whew, that's a mouthful. Seems like someone's feeling a little defensive, huh?
America on the march. President Trump announced this month that the Gulf of Mexico is going to become the Gulf of America. Can Jimmy have some freedom fries with that?
Who controls the computer systems that decide if you get your tax refund, or disaster relief, or Medicare benefits? Elon Musk.
Republicans have turned in their game uniforms and become cheerleaders.
About a big, beautiful canal instead.
And we're taking it back.
Cheer for Donald Trump and Elon Musk. We got a new sheriff in town.
But here's the kicker. While Trump's busy having a Twitter temper tantrum, he's not doing his actual job. You know, the whole running the country thing. It's like he forgot he's supposed to be the president, not a professional Twitter troll. All right, folks, gather around for a tale of political shenanigans that'll make you spit out your cuffy. Remember when political ads were about as exciting as watching paint dry? Well, not anymore. Enter the Lincoln Project, a bunch of ex-Republicans who decided to trade in their boring policy papers for dank memes. These guys aren't your typical stuffy politicians. Nope, they're more like the cool teachers who actually make learning fun. But instead of teaching algebra, they're schooling Trump on how to get absolutely roasted online. It's like they've cracked the code on how to make C-SPAN go viral. So what's their secret sauce? Well, imagine if Saturday Night Live and a political science textbook had a baby. That's basically what you get with a Lincoln Project ad. They've got all the ingredients: a dash of satire, a sprinkle of truth bombs, and a whole heap of sick burns. It's like they're serving up a spicy political gumbo, and Trump's the main ingredient. But here's the kicker. They're not just pulling insults out of thin air. Oh no, these crafty devils are using Trump's own words and actions against him. It's like they've got a greatest hits album of Trump's worst moments, and they're blasting it on repeat.
Joe Biden says he cares about law and order. He says he believes in our institutions, our safety, and the rule of law. So why is Joe Biden publicly appearing on stage with a convicted felon? In January 2025, the future that generations were warned about will arrive. We know AI will change everything, but a far greater threat is here now. Because that day in January isn't about artificial intelligence. It's about actual stupidity.
Talk about shooting fish in a very orange barrel. One of their viral hits features Republicans dressed up as cheerleaders. Yeah, you heard that right. Picture a bunch of middle-aged dudes in skirts and pom-poms, humorously critiquing blind loyalty to Trump. It's like watching your dad try to do TikTok dances. Cringy, but you can't look away. But don't let all the laughter fool you. These ads are doing more than just tickling your funny bone. They're like a mental gym membership for voters, flexing those critical thinking muscles. By blending comedy with political commentary, they're encouraging people to engage with issues in a way that doesn't feel like homework. And let's be real, in a world where attention spans are shorter than Trump's fuse, that's no small feat. These ads are designed to provoke emotional reactions, tapping into feelings of fear and anger. But instead of using those emotions to divide people, they're using them to motivate folks to think critically about their leaders. So, are these just funny videos or something more? Well, it turns out humor and satire can be powerful tools for political change. By making us laugh, the Lincoln Project is also making us think.
The Lincoln Project salutes Vice President Donald Trump. As Vice President, Trump will finally have the time to do the things that make him happiest. We at the Lincoln Project are confident that Donald Trump understands his position. Elon is smarter, wealthier, more charismatic, has a far superior and more successful social media platform and company. Talk about old movies, playing on his phone, admiring the assets of other men. Meanwhile, President Musk can get down to the business of running the country.
They're not just preaching to the choir, they're getting people who might not usually care about politics to sit up and take notice. The Lincoln Project isn't just poking fun at Trump, they're stripping away his facade one meme at a time. These ex-Republicans are like the kid in The Emperor's New Clothes, pointing and laughing at Trump's naked ego. And boy, is it working. Every time Trump rage tweets at 3 a.m., he's basically admitting, yep, I'm as thin-skinned as a ripe tomato. But here's the kicker. Whether you think these ads are hilarious or horrifying, they're changing the game of political messaging. It's like they've combined the bite of SNL with the brains of a poli-sci professor and threw in some spicy memes for good measure. They're not just preaching to the choir, they're making voters actually think. So next time you see Trump having a Twitter tantrum, remember, the orange turd doth protest too much, methinks. And that's exactly what the Lincoln Project is counting on.